Some fun news here today. Michael King gets the opening day start over Dylan Cease. It'll be Michael King against Chris Sale. It's surprising. I knew that the announcement was coming today, but I didn't think that it was going to be Michael King. This is no disrespect to Michael King. You could actually make the argument that Michael King does deserve it over Dylan Cease, that he is the better pitcher over Dylan Cease. But Dylan Cease was just lined up to make the opening day start. If you tracked out, okay, 5 days, every 5 days, and maybe you get an extra day leading into that opening day start, Dylan Cease was the guy. But then I went back and saw, okay, when was the last time Michael King pitched? And it was the 15th. So I know they have a day off on Wednesday. So let's say it's not every 5 days for this next time. It's going to be 6. So he pitched on the 15th, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. He would pitch Friday the 21st. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then he'll get an extra day leading into the 27th as well. So not just every 5th, but every 6th for these next 2 times out, if that makes sense. So he still sort of was in line anyway. So it's not a big deal. Like, I'm not trying to say that Michael King doesn't deserve it. I was just surprised because Dylan Cease, it seemed like, was best in line to get the start. And when Mike Shildt said yesterday, the day Dylan Cease started yesterday, that they're going to announce the opening day starter tomorrow, I was like, oh, okay, well, they're just not going to announce it today. They want to announce it tomorrow to make sure Dylan Cease gets through this start healthy. And so they feel more confident in saying, yes, he's the opening day starter. That just what went through my mind. And then, I saw someone like Kevin Acee writing about it, and Dylan Cease is most likely to get that start. And so it was interesting, surprising a little bit to see Michael King get that nod, but it is deserved. I'm not trying to say that it's not well deserved. It's not like it's a 5-starter that's getting an opening day start. So congrats to Michael King. Last time out against the Braves, by the way. Let's all remember that. Game 1, wild card series, he went 7 innings, no runs, and punched out 12 guys. Oh, and by the way, he walked nobody. So let's hope for that same thing. Now, it will be a healthier Braves lineup. And we'll see if Profar's in that lineup. That could be an interesting matchup as well. I think he's going to get, a standing ovation from Padres fans when he comes back, because it's not like he went and signed with the Dodgers. I know the Braves are another contender, but he went and got his money after, deserving to go get that money. So good for him. It's nothing that we have against Profar. The Padres weren't going to give him that. We know that. So where this rotation is at, it's general fatigue for you, Darvish. I think I just saw AJ Castival tweet that out. We don't know exactly when he will next pitch. I think Kevin Acee wrote the Padres are optimistic that Darvish can make a start by the end of this week. And I think if he makes a start by the end of the week, it would line him up for the end of the Braves series or the beginning of, I think Cleveland would be that second series. And for me, like I said yesterday, I don't really care if he makes a start at the very beginning of the season, because I want this guy healthy for the long run. It's 1 of 162. If he misses one start, okay, let's be healthy. Let's get this fatigue out and not push it and rush it. So the Padres, they're doing the right thing. Darvish, he's doing the right thing by, getting a little bit of a rest here and not making that scheduled bullpen session and scheduled start that he was going to make. Where this rotation sits, let's say Darvish pitches more near the back, based on his next outing, or, because obviously he's dealing with the fatigue. I would think it's King game 1, Cease game 2, Pivetta game 3, and then you would go with Kyle Hart or Kolek for game 4, and then you'd go with Darvish after that. That's me not looking at when Pivetta last pitched, but just the order of the rotation, what I think it would be. So we'll see. Waldron obviously dealing with the oblique strain. He is not going to be the 5th starter to start the season. It's a battle between, I think, Kyle Hart and Steven Kolek, but you probably should leave Randy Vasquez in there because he does have the big league starting experience, and something could happen with Kolek and Hart. And what if Vasquez pitches really well to end the spring? And maybe they want Kyle Hart to build up for a couple more starts in the minors before having him start in the big leagues. Who knows? So there's that. The opening day news. We'll see what happens there. And then I did want to briefly touch on what Jackson Merrill said to Kevin Acee in the San Diego Union Tribune. He was talking about the environment, how cool it was being at the San Diego FC match this past weekend, saying it was so sick. San Diego should have more teams. We should have an NFL team again. And while I love Jackson Merrill saying that, we're not getting an NFL team again. And to be honest, I love that we don't have an NFL team. I think it's something that makes it smart, not smart, sorry. It's something that makes San Diego stand out to just the rest of America. I love having the two soccer teams with the Wave and SDFC to be, to have something to look forward to with San Diego State. Obviously UCSD as well this March, but to have San Diego State, I think that's special as well. I think San Diego, it's a really special city. It's not just, oh, there's an NFL team, so that's what we're thought of. No, it's Padres, really passionate fans for the Padres, and there's passionate fan bases for SDFC and for Wave. As for Jackson Merrill, saying we should have an NFL team again. So not NFL, but what other league? Is NHL realistic? Is NBA realistic? I don't think the NBA is realistic because there's two teams in LA, and the Clippers just opened up the Intuit Dome. Steve Ballmer just spent a ton of money with that, so they're not going to put a team in San Diego with two teams in LA. And you need the arena, so we'll see if that happens. I think with the NHL, there's a team in Anaheim that's even closer to here than LA. We have the goals. So I don't think NHL would happen. I would love to see a WNBA team. I know that there's the Sparks in LA, and California just got another team with the Golden State Valkyries, but putting WNBA in this market, imagine, now, I don't know how much longer Kelsey Plum would play, but to have her be the face of the San Diego WNBA franchise. I'm not seeing, by the way, I'm not trying to make it seem like it's going to happen. I haven't seen San Diego linked to a WNBA franchise, but there's a team like the Atlanta Dream that has a capacity under 6,000, I think, in their primary arena. We can't put the San Diego WNBA team at Viejas. You can't put the San Diego WNBA team at Front Wave Arena in Oceanside with the new arena that just opened, and the San Diego Clippers play there. San Diego Sockers play there. It's a good arena. The Clippers and the Nets played a preseason game there. So I would love to see a WNBA team with the Wave. It's obvious that San Diego does support women's sports. I think that would be awesome. I don't think that another major team is coming to San Diego anytime soon, but I feel like the most realistic one would be the WNBA, and then maybe the NHL. NFL is just not happening. And I'm just in the mindset that I'm just happy with what we have, and I know that some would love to have the NFL here, and people still talk about the NFL even though we have nothing to do with the NFL anymore in San Diego. I don't like when people talk about the NFL in San Diego. Just I'm talking about those that talk about it on the radio or whatever, and they talk about the NFL as a league, and it's like, we don't care. We're in San Diego. What makes San Diego special, I think, is because we're a baseball city with the Padres, because we're at San Diego State with a strong following, and with MLS and the NWSL here. I love where San Diego is at with the sports. I'm totally fine not having NFL here. I'm fine with it. I love the town that we have, and I'm grateful for the town that we have. I love that Merrill, is saying that and has the love for San Diego. Lock him up, long-term extension. But I'm fine with what we got. Would love a WNBA team though.